Choosing ground speed checkpoints can be a challenge depending on how populated or diverse the geography around your route is. In our case today, we have a number of ideal things to choose from. Remember that a good checkpoint is one that is easily identifiable from the air, even if you are not right on top of it. Confirming a checkpoint while flying usually involves finding 3 identifiable features, so keep that in mind when you're picking your points. Normally, you would ideally have at least 2 checkpoints per leg. Today, I've chosen 3. First one is the town of Madden. The identifiable features we see here are the town, the power lines running just east of it, and the road and railway coming into it. Mark this checkpoint on your map any way you like. A recommendation is to use a different color or draw a box around it. Our next checkpoint is the Olds Didsbury Airport. The identifiable features we see are the airport itself, the 2 towns north and south of the airport, the location of the large highway east of the airport, and as a 4th feature, we can see several towers within the area as well. Our 3rd checkpoint is the town of Bowden. The identifiable features here are the location of the town next to the main highway, the tower right next to the highway and town, the prison to the north of the town. Also note that the highway makes a major turn at this point. Now that we've identified our checkpoints, we need to measure the distance of each checkpoint and record those distances into our navlog. Start by measuring the distance for Madden from the set heading point and record it into the active navlog. Next, measure the distance from the set heading point to the Olds Didsbury Airport and record it into the active navlog. Finally, measure and record the distance to Bowden. Did you come up with the same numbers I did? You might be wondering why we measure the distance from the set heading point each time. It's because it always gives us the same point of reference, one in which we know we will fly over and one we can anchor our entire trip to. If we were to use distances between each checkpoint and we miss a checkpoint along the way or divert around it, our numbers will then be off and our calculations will not be accurate. The last thing we want to do is find the distance remaining for each leg. You can do this as you record each distance to the checkpoint. Do we need to measure each leg again? Well, you can, or you can simply subtract the distance to the checkpoint from the total leg distance on the flight planning navlog. For Madden, 53 minus 6 equals 47. For Olds Didsbury, we find 29. And for Bowden, we find 16. You can record these numbers into your navlog.